What's going on, guys? Welcome back to your Lake Fork Guide, and we're back for our top 5 bait categories. No sponsor affiliation, no obligation to sell you anything or sell you that, just telling you the old school top secret baits that I've used for my entire life, some of which we've never disclosed before. And today we're going to give you my top 5 spinner baits. Hey guys, remember, if you're coming to Lake Fork particular, or any of our lakes in this region, be sure you go download the Fish Life app. We've got the most updated information on there. It's like nothing you've ever seen. On every single lake, we've got a guy just like me that's here all the time, that's updating these spots every month, putting exact waypoints on there, telling you guys exactly where the fish are setting up, what that area holds as far as cover and structure goes, and even giving you the baits that are working best for us at that time. So if you're going to fish any of the lakes in this region, from our region, we got Lake Fork, we got the DFW lakes, Texoma, Ray Roberts, Hubbard, Lavon, Louisville, Grapevine, you name it, goes on and on. We got Ivy on here, Rayburn, Toledo, Palestine, Lake of the Pines, Power Plant Lakes. We got a lot of lakes. Just go download the Fish Life app for free. It's linked below. Scroll through. If you see a lake that you're going to be fishing or you want to learn more about, subscribe to that and you will get the best and most current information that's ever been offered in the world of bass fishing. Let's move on to spinnerbaits, and our first spinnerbait on the list is made right here in East Texas, actually, and it's one that you need to start throwing right now. It's the time of year to throw this particular spinnerbait, and this is kind of a little finesse spinnerbait. We're talking about the Sandtone Got 5. I like to throw a 1/4 ounce white Sandtone Got 5 spinnerbait. When you get that 1/4 ounce Got 5, it has a little tiny willow blade. Hey, this time of year during summer to fall transition and the early part of the fall feeding period, these fish tend to focus on big schools of really small shad, and that little Sandtone spinnerbait with that little bitty willow blade mimics it perfectly. So that is going to be our first spinnerbait on our top 5 list today. Hey, coming in at number 2 on our list is going to be a bait made by War Eagle. This is going to be a 3/8 ounce chartreuse and white spinnerbait. It's got a gold willow blade, and here's the key: it has an orange Colorado blade as the lead blade. Now, one thing I will do myself, I'll actually take that gold willow blade and upsize it to a number 5 or number 6 willow blade on the back of this 3/8 ounce War Eagle spinnerbait. What makes this spinnerbait so special, it is perfectly built and perfectly balanced to where when I upsize that willow blade to a bigger size, it won't roll on me. It'll stay running true. Hey, that is important because when do I throw this bait? I throw it in the pre-spawn. We all know we throw crawfish, orangish colored lipless crankbaits, orangish colored all kinds of stuff in the pre-spawn around these East Texas lakes and lakes all across the South. That orange and red is real popular. Well, you add that orange blade to that spinnerbait and then you upsize that willow blade, it gives you a little extra vibration. This has been a top secret deal of mine that I've used for a long time, and it's gotten more popular over the years. There's other guys doing it now, but for a while I had it to myself, and it still is effective year in and year out. The deal is, in the pre-spawn period over the winter months, January, February, and early March, you can reel that spinnerbait so slow with that bigger blade that it gets those cold pre-spawn lethargic fish to bite really good. And I've caught a lot of really big bass on this spinnerbait in that period. Next up is going to be another bait that I really prefer to throw in the pre-spawn period as well, colder water temps, but also into the spawn. When the lake, you know, a lot of times the lake gets a little dirtier watercolor going into the spawn at the end of the pre-spawn as we start spawning, especially on those northern ends of the lake that warm up first, those shallower ends of the lake that warm up first. The water really tends to get the dirtiest in some of those areas. This is a great bait for that. It is called a Sandtone Pretender spinnerbait. I like to throw it in a 1/2 ounce or even a 3/4 ounce. It's got a big single thumper blades, what I call it. It's just a really big Colorado blade. Hey, this thing will get you bit in dirty water in the pre-spawn to spawn period like no other. All right, next is going to be kind of our standard everyday spinnerbaits. These other 3 have been specialty for special situation spinnerbaits, but the next 2 are just going to be the spinnerbait you would throw any given day if fish are shallow and you want to catch them on a spinnerbait. Go check out the Terminator T1 Pro Series. Hey, the double willow blade spinnerbait from them is one of the best you can buy, and it just has a great combination of skirt colors colors. I like chartreuse and white, I like white, but there's a variety of color skirts that you can choose for your preference. But the main thing is the construction of this spinnerbait. Those titanium arms that they've had forever are awesome. They really don't ever lose their shape. The baits hold up well, and those spinnerbaits have just been constructed really, really well, and they get bit. That's the main thing. So I like that double willow blade, and then I also like the same series, Terminator T1 Pro series. I also like the Colorado Blade series on that as well. Well, there you go, guys. That's my top 5 spinnerbaits. Remember, all these baits featured in these videos are available at tacklewarehouse.com. You can find that linked in our description down below. Just go click on that. You can order any of these baits you want. Hey, again, it's not sponsored. Maybe someday, but right now it's not sponsored. Not sponsored by Tackle Warehouse. They are just the easiest place to find anything you want. Hey, they give you free shipping on orders over $50. I know at least they used to. Great website that I've used for a long, long time, and you can buy just about any piece of tackle you want. You can pretty much find at Tackle Warehouse. Thank you guys so much for watching our second in our top 5 bait series, based on categories, not sponsored. We're still working on the name. Maybe you guys can suggest that in the comments as well, and we can figure that out together. But until then, we will just keep appreciating you guys watching, and we'll see you next time right here on your Lake Fork Guide.